People choose to spend their sunny Sunday at the annual Springfield Puerto Rican Parade. Western Mass News reporter Olivia Hickey joins us in the studio with more. Olivia?
Glenn, for the 33rd time, marchers hit the streets of Springfield to celebrate Puerto Rican heritage in the city. The streets of Springfield were filled with celebration for the annual Springfield Puerto Rican Parade.
Me being Puerto Rican myself, it's nice to see all of them come out and be together.
Marchers and drivers decked out in red, white, and blue made their way downtown as flags waved in the breeze to Latin American music. Emma Patterson shares why she volunteered with her students.
As a Spanish teacher, part of my job is to kind of spread that culture in my students and really make them have an appreciation for it. And so it's really great to have that opportunity here in our own city.
The parade's participants hope to empower the local Puerto Rican community and celebrate the island's heritage throughout the event.
It was a really great opportunity to kind of get out into the multicultural community in Springfield.
Celebrations continued into the afternoon with a vibrant bombazzo filled with music and food. Reporting for Western Mass News, I'm Olivia Hickey.